You know, obviously, Bradley is one of the more talented teams in the league. I don't think there's any question of that. And I know they haven't been shooting the ball great, but they're one of the more well-coached defensive teams, and they make things really, really hard. And you know, so for us today, that was a key. We want to try to limit our turnovers, and we had 18. We wanted to shoot good shots, and I think for the most part we did. There was a stretch there in the second half where it seemed like there was about 5 empty possessions in a row. But the one thing that we've been challenging our guys with is just maintaining a defensive mindset, maintaining some grit, and I thought we guarded really, really well all night. And when they made their run, I thought we were able to sustain it because we weren't making shots, but they weren't making many shots, and then we finally saw the ball go in the basket. So I think that was the difference in the game.
Matt, do you have an update on Ryan?
You know, right now it looks like a sprained ankle.
Do you have any idea like how long he'll be out, and if he does miss a couple games, how do you make up for his absence on offense?
Well, the same way we did today. You know, it's no one's going to feel sorry for us. Next man up. I was proud of the guys that came in and did some things. And so, injuries are a part of the game. They're part of sports. And I mean, you look at Drake, who had their point guard go down for the year. You know, it's just a part of it. It's hard. So we're going to continue to just be who we are. And we've got able bodies, and their opportunities are going to increase.
Do you have an early idea on like an estimate of how long?
I have no idea.
What is the mindset when you see Ryan getting down like that? How do you kind of approach things at that point?
Really, coaches always say next man up, and I feel like whoever that next man is should just come up and do what he's supposed to do.
Daniel, it seemed like after Ryan went out, like the pace, you were really pushing the pace and getting out on break. What was your mindset there with the ball in your hands to kind of like push the tempo?
That's what coach told me to do. Make sure I'm always keeping them on their heels, keeping them honest. So I know when Ryan went down that I heard them talking in the huddle that they'd be like, okay, good, he's down. So in my head, I'm like, nah, we got to make sure we keep them on their heels, keep them honest, So I just told our guys in the huddle, look, Ryan's down now, we got to step up. We lost one of our main scorers, obviously, like Javon said, next man up, so we all got to just step up.
Matt, you mentioned tight guard well. Is Bradley a difficult team to guard?
They run a lot of tough action, and obviously Brown, I think he's one of the best guards in the league. And we wanted to try to keep a fresh body on him all night. I thought, Daniel did a great job. And one of the things when you're guarding a smaller guy, typically, they're going to be quick and Brown's strong. And one of the reasons we recruited Daniel is we thought he had a good defensive presence. And so, he did a good job on him. Obviously, Deion Lavender coming in, a senior coming in and guarding him. So, yes, they're extremely hard to guard. They space the floor with shooters, and they have a great playmaking guard. And I think a lot of their shots, I mean, they missed some open shots today. I mean, obviously, we worked on keeping a hand in their face, but those are shots that they can hit.
Is the idea of starting Kaiser in the second half to kind of keep the same rotational flow that you had with Bakari being on between they were?
When I looked at it, Bradley's one of the teams. They're one of the bigger teams in the league. And when they play Childs, I know he can play some 5, but he also he starts at the 4. And so we thought John's physicality and his size would be a better matchup.
Now they got it down to 5, and then Bakari for 3, and then Javon for the dunk. Just what can you say about those 2 plays that Bakari made?
Yeah, no, it's not easy. We talked about it in the locker room. I mean, it's not easy to play a long stretch in the game and not make any shots. And again, I would just call that grit. He was next shot, whatever, next thing, and that was a big shot for us. I thought Deion broke down the D, and he gave Bakari a great look.
Matt, the last 2 games got off to a really good start. How much does it help to have when you have Daniel starting? Like, does the energy kind of make sure that you guys don't come out
We never want to come up flat. And Daniel's an energetic player, you know, and he's got an energetic voice, so you know, it helps. You know, the other thing, I mean, you know, the other guy sitting next to me, and I'm telling you right now, it's taken a long time for me to get him to talk to me. But once you get him going, it's hard to turn him off too. So, you know, when you watch Javon play, I mean, he plays with a lot of passion, a lot of energy, and so you know, that brings something too.
Javon, what do you think of Jay's first career three?
Surprising. It didn't touch the rim either, so it was just like, wow.